This is the Harble Gets AFL show. My name is Nick Rinn, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. This is the Mailbag edition. How are we, gentlemen, on this fine Tuesday?
You're a disgusting pig.
Yeah. So just quickly, we're going to play something right now, and this is what we just sat through whilst we waited for everyone to settle here on the Tuesday. Rhino was running a fraction late, finally put the headphones on.
Yeah, well, he's rattled by the overnight news, obviously.
And this is what we have to listen to every day with a slob down the end.
All right, mate.
Into the fucking mic.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I watched a...
You're gross. No, don't
No,
skim
so
over
apologise.
that. You're
So-
disgusting.
my apologies,
Now the listeners have had to listen to
I
that.
know. Well, that was your fault. You should apologise for that.
What?
You made him. You brought it back up
No,
into the episode.
I held you accountable.
This is
You
accountability.
resurfaced it.
No, it's accountability.
I watched this. There was a TikTok on the weekend. I would have watched about 35 times. Where those like inflatable air suits,
Yeah.
and people were just like
This is one of the
farting
good.
into the valve, and so the fart would like circulate through the air, and the person couldn't get out of the suit.
Okay.
It was funny.
Whoa.
Yes.
What happened yesterday?
Hold on.
Yes.
This
No,
may
what-
expose us. This may expose us.
What happened yesterday?
I feel
Ryan?
like we're exposed as it is.
Cal Toomey has just tweeted that Nasiah Wanganeen-Miller has decided to stay at St Kilda.
Oh, wow.
Understand the superstar
Well, of course-
Saint is
no,
set
no,
to sign a 2-year extension
'cause
and
of
become
course-
the AFL's first $2 million player.
That happened just after we
That
recorded
happened just
yesterday,
after we
so we
recorded.
thought it's best to get across it now.
Jesus. Yes, that's right.
No way.
Wow.
2 years. That makes sense.
How's
Oh,
Cal?
that's-
How's Cal being away for 3 weeks, comes back and goes
Coming
bang?
back refreshed.
I'm
You've seen
happy.
Oasis 19 times.
I'm happy for St Kilda.
That is, yeah, me too.
I'm happy for them.
That's me too.
That's great news.
That is
That's great news for the
remarkable.
competition too.
It is actually $2 million.
Oof.
Oh,
Beat Harley to the punch.
that's remarkable. What a way to
So
start.
there we go. So yesterday we played the audio on from Channel 7 where Nasiah sounded like he was gone.
We've been sprung. Okay, we've been sprung.
What are you talking about?
No, this is the end of the road. We can't keep this charade up anymore.
No,
All
no,
right?
but-
and I
but
know a lot of
look-
the listeners have been convinced that this
What are
is
you talking
Tuesday.
about? Don't do it.
This is the greatest non-issue of all time because when we recorded it,
Yes.
Nasiah hadn't signed.
Oh, right.
And then
Yeah.
in between it overnight, he signs, and now we talk about it freshly saying, wow.
It's too late.
Like we are
Now-
doing right
now,
now
hold
on this
on.
Tuesday.
Correct.
What are the odds? This is the first time we've ever recorded the mailbag pod on a Monday straight after.
No, but no one would have known this.
Well,
if we just played it
I've
straight,
exposed
no one
us.
would have known.
I've exposed
We just
us.
come in and say, yesterday we spoke about having not
We got
signed.
to round 23.
People are going to be so disappointed.
I know.
Because they really
They
do think
trusted
that
us.
it is
They
too
believed
late.
us.
They trusted us.
What else are we lying about?
Your drug habits are worse than we first thought.
Oh, man. Well, that's big for St Kilda.
Anyway,
There we go.
it's good, yeah.
Hey, this episode's brought to you by Woodside Energy, a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness. Okay, now this one came in last week, but let's read it. Big Bad Ballo. G'day, captains BCF, Buds Are Us, and Bottle Mart. Just scrolling through Wikipedia and discovered that Tom Morris is a Melbourne Grammar alumni, just like old mate Bottle Mart. On the page, it was mentioned that the fight song for Melbourne Grammar is Play Together Dark Blue 20. And I was wondering if old mate Bottle Mart could recite this word for a carton of single fin. Oh, can you do it?
Nah.
You don't remember the fight song?
Nah, it was, the song we used to sing was, who are we, can't you guess? We're the boys from MGS, GRAMMAR, grammar, rah, rah, rah.
God, you're a flog.
Jesus.
Those first tier flogs.
That was it though, like that. We didn't, we didn't sing that, I don't think.
Play Together Dark Blue 20.
20, yeah, I know, but not well enough. I haven't heard it for years.
You're going to be short on beer then.
Yeah. I'm worried that it's like a brick wall coming down on my kids.
Yeah, right.
Too many beers.
Also, I'm curious whether old mate BCF from Thornley and old mate Buds Are Us from Bow Desert High could recite theirs. Or Thornley's would be like something out of Gangster's Paradise or something.
Yeah, no, I was at St. Norbert's in Queen's Park. We just had hymns.
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 Gee.
I could do the St. Norbert. Prepared to meet every challenge that awaits us. Prepared for every good work that we can do. Prepared to follow your way. Prepared to offer a whole life to you. That was a St. Norbert's one.
Can we just get a GIF made up of Rinny, that last 3 seconds and the face he made?
That was the little harmony.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
you got to set it in
no,
the
but
second bit.
the face you made, I could use a lot. Like, when Fremantle make the finals and Rinny's like,
Do you know what was better than that? Insert burp here. Okay, Ollie, fellas, not expecting him to win it, But why hasn't Harvey Langford got more buzz for the rising star? He's right there statistically with the rest of the favourites, but has shown his versatility through his one-on-one work on the wing and up forward, plus
He can
being
take a
able to
catch.
be clean with his disposal. I think it's just because Melbourne is such a
Melbourne,
dumpster
yeah.
fire. No one
Melbourne.
wants to
But
talk about it.
as they know, we're very big Langford fans.
We do. We're right on there. Liam, he's just written, Freo trade targets. Well,
Might be a year to settle down a little
I
bit.
think
Well,
I do
yeah,
think
yeah.
Judd McVie is on the radar for them, but whether or not they get him and whether or not he,
To
is,
play on the wing, they need wingmen.
yeah, or halfback. Like I think they think maybe
Well, they need wing and half
him
back.
on the opposite
Yeah.
side
They
of
need wing
Clark,
and
maybe.
half-back.
Mr. Sinister, hey fellas, I reckon father-son rule is an area that can be explored to give teams an advantage. This is going to be hot housing again, isn't it? Clubs could do well to spend part of their soft cap on genetics/fertility experts. I've done some research. Number one, partner selection. Organise socials with female athletes, basketball players for height. NRLW would add good tackling genes. Discourage models/actresses. That's a good point.
They're
Often not athletically built.
You need to throw them a basketball and say, like, both sides, a W with their breeding with the males and vice versa.
Yes.
Throw a basketball, because I reckon the way someone handles a basketball and shoots
Yeah.
is a sign
You
of their,
can tell.
their abilities.
Can
Yeah,
you throw a pitch?
Tim English and Rudy Ellis. She's won
Yes.
another Super Netball title.
Yeah,
My
that's
cousin.
significant.
What?
Two.
Rudy Ellis. Oh, you're right.
Is that right?
Okay.
Really?
No.
You're just being a flog.
Yeah, no, look at him.
Number two, fertilisation education. This would be good. Scientists have shown male sperm, the XY chromosome, are faster but not good on endurance. Players need to plan to copulate close to their partner's ovulation period and do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Three, gonad maintenance. Players need to load up on oysters, lychees, and magnesium supplements. Loose-fitting jocks and sarongs should be encouraged. Four, breeding programs. Surely previous champions should donate gametes? Gametes? I don't know. Is that a word I've never
How
said?
do you spell it?
Gametes? Game T-E-S. I'm assuming
Gametes.
gametes to a breeding/cloning program. In vitro fertilization can produce multiple offspring. Having Matera quadruplets would boost any team. It is. Let me have a listen. It's a mature haploid male or female germ cell which is able to unite with another of the opposite sex in sexual reproduction
Does that
to
just mean
form
like
a zygote.
Sperm or an egg? No.
There you go. 5.
Jeez.
Nature
She's
versus nurture. Training and environment is crucial. If you can't develop your clones, kids, you are wasting your time. We need red rooms. Love the pod. He's put a lot of thought into this.
I don't mind it.
This.
Oh, have you
what's
ever
that
copped
show?
this
What's that
from-
show on Netflix? The with the girl from Mad Men's in it with the.
Are you talking about Handmaid's Tale?
Yes, that
Oh.
one. This is very Handmaid's Tale.
But I must admit, when you see a player like Tim English and do you say Rudy Ellis?
Rudy Ellis.
You think, like, you just assume in 18 months' time there's going to be a
Chance
6'6".
What about?
athletic person
I'm pretty
somewhere.
sure Mark Worthington and Dana Hooker.
Yes.
have just
Yeah,
had a
they've
baby.
bub.
Oh, right.
There you go. There you go. Okay,
Have
Daniel.
you ever copped this? Just quick interjection. A retweet of Callum Toomey's NAS exclusive by Tom Morris saying "excellent" from Cal Toomey. You ever got one of those?
From
Tom Morris?
I've had a couple of shout outs.
Oh, okay.
One
okay.
or two.
Okay.
That is a big
That's
one.
next level.
That's the story of the year.
Yeah, you got it.
Because
He gets
of the
us so far.
curveball.
It's a curveball.
Yeah, if it was two adult to whatever,
Well,
you'd
you
be
gave
like,
it less than 15% yesterday.
I gave it 5
Yeah, yesterday.
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 Things can change.
We're back on the jig. Okay, Daniel, I finally have a question. Geelong were 7-goal winners against the season-ruining Swans. He's put that. He's good quotation
Yes.
in Sydney. Yet all AFL media covers is the centre wicket, Jez's no goals, and Ladham's big statistical game. Is everyone sleeping on the Cats? Home finals to come, and nobody is mentioning them.
Well, I think we gave him a good 2 minutes yesterday.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we think they can win the flag.
Yeah, no, we
Definitely.
did say that. We said that, didn't we? No, we did. I just said the
Yesterday.
Stars aren't going to be
Yeah,
the
we
ones
talked
that win
about
it, but their
managing
depth is great.
Tomorrow never comes for Fremantle.
And having said that, sorry, what did you call the Swans? The season ruining Swans.
Yeah, I did say that.
They did beat Brisbane last week,
They did have a few Fremantle. They had
and
a-
they beat Fremantle.
Yep, which has cost them finals. It's cost
They
Brisbane
just lost to the
top
Doggies.
2 probably. Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple in there.
This is tomorrow never
They
comes.
beat the Giants.
Quickest farewell tour and a very dockery way to say goodbye to a great. And piss week and exposed.
So I had to go down and
That's very
do
strong
an interview
feedback.
with Josh Dunkley post game. Lost the toss with Embers, so I had to go down and do it. Which was fine because, funnily enough, Chris Fagan, Hawthorn, Stewie Jew, Hawthorn, Cam Bruce, Hawthorn. So it was good
the boys.
It was good to see. It was good to actually spend time down there. But I had no idea because there's no screens down there. And so I didn't ask Josh Dunkley a thing about Fife or
was
anything.
happening. Yeah.
Nothing.
You missed the whole thing.
The whole thing. And so I got home and then they were like, Fife with the send-off. And I was like, I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, it was. Look, I get it. It was a bit strange. But they kind of had to do it because, I mean, now look at it. There's a pretty high chance they're not going to be playing finals. And even if they do, it might not be a home final.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get the chance to say
I didn't mind
goodbye.
it, but I wouldn't have minded if you don't do the lap of honour. Like, that's just part of being a good team that your season can end anywhere.
I felt for him because it's like that club would have said, mate, we think you should do this. And he would have been like, okay, I feel like I should do it. Got to say goodbye, even though there's a chance we're back, hopefully, but you never know.
But what about if they'd won? It would have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing, but then you wouldn't have done it because that would have guaranteed him a home final.
Well, then, regardless of the case, then it was going to be in a shit circumstance because he would have done it when they lost.
Yeah, true. You're always going to be doing it at a loss unless you're winning a prelim.
Or a prelim. Prelim.
A home prelim, and then, okay, Liam. Hey, fellas, dejected to say the least. We were very close to sending this sort of serve last week, but sat on my hands because we won.
Well, here we go.
Shai Bolton. What the actual did we give up 2.5 first-round picks for? Downhill skiing pretender. Turns up for 1 week in a month. About time the media put the blowtorch on that fraud. If we haven't lucked out and got Murphy Reid, we'd be absolutely cooked off the back of that trade.
I think Shai Bolton was one of few
you.
games
You do see Sean Manor doing his thing and think, gee whiz, like, you've given up 2 first rounders or whatever, and Sean Manor's been plucked out of a draft at the age of 28.
Yeah. I feel like Bolton's won them 2 games this year.
Yeah, he'll have his moments.
You need him,
He'll have his
They
moments.
don't have a Bolton and he's good at that.
Would you say that they thought they might have got a 10% better output?
I think the overpay, and it was an overpay, was because I think they thought this is one of the final pieces here.
Yeah.
We need this to get us over the line. And let's not forget that they have won 15 games. They've improved 3 wins.
Yeah.
So it's not like they've gone backwards.
Do you reckon they've scored more points this year or less?
More.
Than last year?
Yeah.
I'd say more.
Less.
Is that right?
Actually?
Yep.
Were there a couple of blowouts though? The Melbourne blowout?
Yeah, they had
Darwin
a
or
really
something?
big win last year. Yeah. All right, let's move on. We've got a lot to get to. This is Connor's voice message.
Probably a question for X here. Do players that get drafted to clubs that they supported barracking as kids try a little bit harder or have like a little bit more, I don't know, care behind their club's results as opposed to blokes that get drafted to clubs who don't support? Thanks, boys.
Good question. 0%. Me, but I was a mad Essendon supporter.
Yeah.
That's right.
And the moment I went in and met Shane Crawford and Sam Mitchell and Luke Hodge, and they look you in the eye and you're part of a friendship/teammate situation, your alliances just go within a second.
But what about if you were a Hawthorn supporter? Do you think it would have made you even more
I don't
excited?
think so. I think you're at 100. You're learning your craft on the job. You're nervous. You're shitting yourself. I think it's a 0. But I understand the question.
Is there more awe if you're if you grew up a Hawthorn supporter, you walked in there and you're like, this is
when
the
I
team
when I
I've
make
loved
myself
my
sound
whole
like a
life.
Nuffy Essendon, I think the older you get, like maybe at 13, 14, I was a Nuffy bomber.
Yeah.
Then at 16,
Well, you're in pathways and stuff by that point too.
yeah, so like Joel was in Vic Country, so I kept a keen eye on West Coast and Brisbane when I met them, for example.
Yep.
Jared Roughhead, who I was friends with at Gippsland, gets drafted to Hawthorn. So watching
Yeah.
Hawthorn, so your actual alliances become far, far less.
Much more blurred.
And you've got a couple of friends that are playing and that sort of stuff that you're interested in. Yeah, you're not as passionate. You're just eager. You're so pumped to get the opportunity anywhere.
Stefan, what do Libba, Croft, Jamara, Darcy, and West have in common? The draft is too compromised. I know it's luck of the sperm, but when was the last time a shit team got gunfather sons or academy players? Rebuilding teams without this kind of access need the assistance. You're preaching to the converted, Stefan. The draft is a hot fucking mess.
Yeah.
Did I tell
Do
you
you know
guys
I've
about
got-
the
do you
thing
know
that I
I-
suggested a couple of weeks ago?
You know,
about,
I've got a bet on how many times you swear in this podcast today
do you?
with the listener or Carlton.
Today's or
Really?
yesterday's?
Really? Which one? Tuesdays or Mondays?
It must be Mondays, yeah.
How many do I hit?
I don't know, but I've just pricked up now since you've been dropping them left, right, and
Some of them
centre.
are on the list.
I know, it hurts me.
I can't.
Yeah, they
like-
don't count if he has to read them.
Some of them
As
are
we
there.
know,
They don't count.
he just
Okay.
reads whatever's on the paper.
It's only
we've
my
seen.
personal reactions to things.
Okay.
So my theory with the draft, and I don't know if I said this on the pod yet, and it might be a terrible theory, but it was about the father-sons and the academies and stuff. More the academies than the father-sons because the academies are structural. It's what if you said to Brisbane and Gold Coast and Sydney and GWS, have your academies. They're all yours. No one can touch your players. You can go out and find 10 players a year if you want, but you're out of the first 2 rounds of the draft forever.
Oh, yeah, I think you've raised this before.
You're out. So next time there's an Isaac Heaney
I would back
or a
you.
Callum Mills.
I'd back your footy club in to be good. So Brisbane are getting picks 14 to 18 anyway.
Yeah. So you take the academy
I'm
get
taking the academy. I'm taking
Yeah,
a
I'd take
punt.
the
stay
academy.
out of the first 2 rounds.
I'm taking a punt
I'd
on
do
that.
the same.
I'll tell you what too.
But does this frees up the rest of the draft for everybody else?
Yeah, what about father-sons? What would you do?
Father son's a different argument.
But what it's going to get not messy at all because Hodgie, I think he's just happy for whatever
with the
his son
academy.
chooses. But Brisbane Academy v Hawthorn father-son.
Yeah.
I reckon he. I got no. I've
Well,
got
there was
no
Nick
idea, so I'm not
Blakey.
even going to
Nick
give
Blakey
it.
was that. Nick Blakey could have
Ka-
gone to North Melbourne because of his old
Yeah.
man.
Kalani
obviously.
White this year, Jeff White's kid.
Yeah.
He's in his son's academy, but he can go to Melbourne.
Yeah,
It
there's
sounds
been a
like
few
he's
of
gonna
But
go
Luke
to
Hodge
Melbourne.
is a bit of a
Yeah,
level
no, no,
up.
Oh, yeah.
Like a level up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I did think the Western Bulldogs, when they put up that photo of like all the father-sons, I'm like, you're not helping.
Yeah, I was going to say, just pull that down.
Don't
Pull
post
that down.
Jackson, dear hardball gets, how does Tuggers mate Rosa navigate Essendon's off-season? With 15 players to boot and many of them looking capable at AFL level, they appear to have this logjam of older talent who was always injured or past their prime. High draft picks from Dodoro's era that haven't come on, and a bunch of unproven yet promising talent with a handful of games played. What needs to happen in the off-season to finally get some Ryan Daniels 10 action?
Well, it starts now, doesn't it?
So-
is this Rose's first clear crack at
It
it?
is.
Yeah, it is. And he's going to have, I'm just guessing right now, picks 3. Roughly.
No.
Pick 4 or 5. No,
Yeah.
before it all unfolds.
Yeah.
They've got their pick, Melbourne's pick. So there's 2.
They'll have two
Draper.
2 in the 10.
Draper.
Yeah, assuming he goes.
Draper goes.
Yep.
There's 3 in 10. That's already a good start because they deliberately traded out of their picks last year and people raised their eyebrows at Matty Rosa last year doing
Yes.
that. So there's already a big tick. Did you hear someone say Dylan Shield? Like Dylan Shield's done.
Yeah.
And they promoted so Hawthorn should go get him. I was like, what world are we going to do that?
Speaking of father sons, I did love. There's a chorus of Essendon supporters that were desperate for him to get to 100 games in case
Just, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Is
he's
that
a
close enough?
because he's going to get to 99 or something.
right,
I think.
So I would be cutting those guys pretty quickly. I'd be cutting Cox. I'd be cutting Perkins or trading. Just make your mind up. They're not going
Hobbs.
to be players. They're just
Sardis.
not. They're just not. It's
too late.
Just try and get what you can get for them now.
Yeah, I think so too. Jimmy, is there anything more dockery than being the best team ever to miss the finals? No, it's right up there. It is right up there. Matt, voice message.
Hey boys, first time, long time, and all that jazz. Matt from Brizzy here. First off, Big Pepsi, I just want to say congrats on the carton and just check your Instagram DMs today. I have cheeky voucher in there. Well played.
There you go.
Nick, got to stay away from the 4 Ps, mate. You're letting the boys down on a Friday. Well, big canvas boy, am I here for you. This was going to be a conspiracy theory, but the footy gods have not missed you. If Freo miss finals, I hope they come for you. Last week I asked a question for X to finally ride off the Lions, and you conveniently said, there's too many questions, we can't answer them all. You knew if X wrote them off, Brizzy would show up at Optus and the Purple Army would be vying for blood from you. I just want to make sure the folks in the West are aware it's not JL the scapegoat this year, but the one and only Channel 7's Ryan Daniels if they miss finals. Cheers, lads. Keep up the good work.
That's a strong debut.
Well done.
Very strong. He should be on the show.
Yeah, no, I like that. Well done.
That's excellent.
And thank you for the time. We should say people that send stuff in.
I know.
No, thank you for the time.
Yeah.
We do get a lot of stuff
This
and we
has
do
been,
appreciate
the
it.
mailbag has been the highlight of the year. Mitch, what do Freo drop? Who do Freo drop for Young? Surely Amos goes out. I know Ryan likes his role of not touching the ball, and he's mastered that. It might be a left field idea, but I think they'd be better off with someone that touches it more than 3 times a game. Thoughts?
So I just
Zach
went
Ellis.
sarcasm.
I put in our chat last night.
this
So
you?
these are the teams that I played in. So 07 finals, 08 flag, 9 missed, 10
yeah.
finals, 11 prelim, 12 grand final, 13 flag,
Wow.
15 grand final.
Yep.
16 finals, and I've never heard of the do not touch the footy position. I've never heard of it.
Dummy leads.
I've never, and from those coaching people under Clarko, Bevo, Hardwick, Simpson, Fagan, There's multiple, and they've never heard of it either. So there's at least 7 clubs that have never heard of the Don't Touch It. The Don't Touch It pocket.
Hey, Joel, for the 30th time, sack JL. We are never making a prelim under him.
What 15
Save
games?
the woke chat.
So the narrative for
I cannot understand. Freo supporters are insane. So you win 11 or 12, you lose a game against the reigning premier, and I know it was a bad performance, but straight away they pivot to Shai's got to go. Amos, I get
Everything
that. I get
sucks.
that.
I'll tell you what.
JL's got to go. Like they are so tortured that every single thing feels like a million things.
I walked into the pub on Saturday, I must admit, and I saw Feathers, Fat Ass, and Snip, and I was like, "This is just too good," because it was just eating them. Like, and then I didn't say anything because I just wanted to let them off the hook. And then they go, "The less you say, the more it's."
Oh, wait.
And I was like, "All right, well, then I'll start saying stuff."
I think I know who Snip is.
Snip. All right, Zachary. Hey, guys, long-time follower, first-time poster. Just found an incredible stat that highlights how uneven the AFL fixturing is compared to other professional leagues around the world. While looking at who to tip in Friday night's game between Freo and Brisbane, I wanted to see how the last matchup went and was shocked to discover these two teams haven't played each other since round 1, 2024. It was 500 and something days. AFL's fixturing is probably the biggest flaw in all of pro sports. Adelaide played Hawthorn twice within 46 days just a few weeks ago. It's been 512 days since Freo played Brisbane. Nearly a year and a half is a long time. That's all. Cheers for listening. Any thoughts?
Blame
Zach?
Canada.
This is surely the longest stint between drinks for any two clubs in the modern AFL era.
Blame Canada.
The fixture is a hot
Yeah.
mess. I was going to swear.
The
there.
draft
I was almost
and the
gonna swear
fixture.
and I held back.
Pull back. Well, how do you know where the
held back.
line is?
I don't know.
The draft and the fixture are the two massive things that need to get
They
looked
are.
at.
They're a mess, and the everything around the draft. Troy, as a West Coast supporter, can I stop watching football for 5 years? I don't know, another 5 years.
5
Definitely
years.
2 more.
5 years, yes. Yes, 5.
5 years.
Yes, 5.
Yeah,
Not
5.
even watch.
Mate, I said, like 5 years, 3
No,
years
you
ago,
were-
I was saying that they have only just started to get to as bad as they're going to be.
5 years is a long time.
Mate,
They're
they've
gonna
won
win
one game.
They got worse.
COVID,
I think
COVID
next
was
year,
5 years ago.
I think
That's
next
how long you
year,
wanted to stop watching.
next year they could be worse.
But
won
at least
game.
now it's deliberate.
Yeah.
They're in the deliberate bad stage now.
Okay.
They've won 11 games in 4 years.
All right. Real null. With a clear gap this season between top 9 and bottom 9, who do you see next season as dropping from the top 9 and who do you think will jump up from the bottom? Or does the current gap lengthen?
Sydney.
Sydney absolutely could jump back
if
up.
if they get a key.
I mean, Carlton are always possible, right? But you just don't see it.
Well, yeah, St Kilda have now got Wanganeen-Miller. Now they'll have. Well, we talked about that 10%. They only need.
I can't see West Coast, Richmond, North Melbourne, Essendon, or Melbourne
they're
jumping
still
in.
like
Although
20
Melbourne with a
points
brand
behind.
new coach, you
No,
never know.
no. North Melbourne will finish above Melbourne next year.
Yeah, and I'll say St Kilda.
It's just Sydney, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll say give me 10% of St Kilda.
Have you seen their last, was it 4 games they won by like 20 points combined? And remember, I need them to lose one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right, I can hedge this week. I'm sweet.
No,
We're
you don't
there.
ever want to hedge though. You
No, I
still
don't
lose-
want to
you
hedge,
still
but,
lose half
but
a
we're
point.
hedging.
Yeah.
We're hedging.
I reckon ride it.
Oh, nah.
Let it go.
The death ride. Joe, hi, gents. Is the Eagles PP, a priority pick, I'm guessing, request not about a pick that'll end up in the 30s, but a request to the AFL about how broken the system is? Example A. The worst team is forced to push out their captain as the reward exceeds the risk, while last year's best team gets a best 22 player for 0 cost. The rest of the comp suffers by being pushed back 1 pick. Example B, the Lions have quietly rebuilt their list for the future whilst being in premiership contention by navigating all the advantages, free agents, academies, father-sons, all things that create an uneven system. He's right. The Brisbane Lions are playing the system like they're in some sort of beautiful symphony orchestra. They have nailed every part of it. They've got academy kids coming through. They've got hit the luck with the father-sons.
Yep.
They're attracting free agents because it's a nice place to play and they're a successful club. They're just ticking all of the boxes. And this is my major issue with the draft. You've got bad teams down the bottom that are just going to stay down there for longer.
Yeah,
He's
you
right
gotta-
too, because the best thing for West Coast is for Oscar Allen to leave, which is shit. You don't
But
want that to be happening.
You mismanagement. If you mismanage a list, you are penalised now more than ever
Yes, but
because
but
you
on the
lose
flip
access to all
side-
that free agent.
Yeah,
all
but on the
good
flip
ones and
side,
everything
if you're
else.
a team that's going well now, we're
yeah,
gonna
I don't
see this-
disagree. All that academy stuff, get gone. Get
it's-
it out of
yeah.
get it out of the first round at the very least.
They don't. So just looking at Brisbane, their 2 side. I'm pretty sure this is from the weekend.
Hannibal, best on.
Yeah, is that the weekend?
He's the academy kid.
Yeah.
16th of August. Was
He
that the
smashed
weekend?
it.
But like Big O is in the twos, so Darcy Fort's gone past him there, and Darcy Fort was good on the weekend.
It's good, yeah.
Robertson's in there with 25, and then there's other little bits and pieces, but they wouldn't want.
What did Annabelle have?
Annabelle, 23.
Yeah.
25. What is this? What am I looking at?
23 touches. But yeah, they wouldn't want too many more injuries because they've got some long-termers floating around now. They actually drew with Frankston. There you go.
Carl, Rhino needs to work on his catchphrase versatility and stop overusing playing with their food. I do this. I've noticed it myself.
This is the second time
on
someone's brought it
TV,
up.
on the pod, I assume around the house. It's okay, but it's less centimetre perfect and more trying to make fetch happen. Please ask Fifey for a few new ones. I know this, I'm doing this now. It happens, and then as soon as I say it, I'm like, shit, I've said that again.
Do you feel like playing with your food's a term that I might have introduced you to? Because we used to get in trouble for it all the time.
I don't know, maybe. It's come into my vernacular.
Yeah, I reckon I might have dropped it a few times and you may have picked it up. Because I used to use it all the time.
I don't like it, but as I've said it, I'm like,
yeah.
shit, I've said it again.
Yeah.
But it's often it's the right thing
You
to
need
say.
to sit at home and,
Carl,
strap
thank
yourself
you.
to an electric
The
thing, and
feedback's
then every time
important.
you say it, someone buzzes.
Aaron, how many on the Eagles' current list will play in their next final? Or the next final series?
Hard.
Shanahan?
Job Shanahan.
The jury's out on all of this, except for Jimby.
Shanahan?
No, well, Shanahan's good.
Harley, if he's there. Hewitt?
Harley. Jury's out. Jury's out, mate. They've won one game.
Oof. Jack.
Bro, I'll say Hoff. Hoff will be there.
Great shout out. This is from Jack to
find a role
Clarko's
for Hoff.
4Ps. I deliver mental health training and I drop them in there to all demographics. I've changed them to suit all different types of people. Okay, can I read this out? Yeah. Okay. Piss, punt, powder, promiscuous behaviour.
Oh, powder,
powder.
not pingers. Powder, yes.
If you have ever
Same thing,
if you have
compressed
anything
powder.
ever going on with your life, have a look at any of these. And are they impacting on your overall mental health? As all four are a form of external validation or a coping mechanism. Great messaging and keep up the work, lads. Love the pod. Fellow Gippslander Big Pepsi, you're doing well to keep a lid on both the tent and Cheech.
Yeah. Well, we know which
That's
P
not a
you
powder.
stumble over.
Yeah. No, there you go. Advice for us all. Chris,
Thank
are the
you.
Crows on their way to repeating 2017? It feels like it.
I hope they bring that stance out.
All the ranking things.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday it wasn't.
Still waiting on a
Still
result there.
updated.
But
Very
we've said
sad.
Or we've had one and we're just still
we
mulling
said
it
don't
over.
want to talk
we don't
about
want to
it.
talk
We're
about
just
it.
going to sit on it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Jaden, voice message.
G'day, gents. I asked this a few years ago on the Duff and Quarters podcast. But when the 19th
throwback.
licence comes around, Tassie, when gather round happens, will someone just have to miss out, or will they try something different, or try and make it work? Just wondering your thoughts, because they didn't really give me an answer. Cheers, boys.
So I've thought about this, and there are two ways to make this work, and they're both shit.
Okay.
All right. So the
Yeah.
first one is you put that 19th team up against some sort of like
No.
under 18s best
No.
of, right? That's not going to work.
No.
The second one is that you play a team on the Thursday night. So let's say it's
Well,
Gold
as the
Coast
back
Adelaide.
end of the previous round or something.
So Gold Coast play Adelaide on the Thursday at Gather Round. Opens Gather Round, right? Let's just say it's those two teams.
Okay, yeah.
And then the Friday, Port Adelaide host Geelong. So then you can play Gold Coast Geelong
On the
on
Monday?
the Monday.
Yeah, no.
Off
Someone
like
just misses
4
out.
days break.
This happens in Magic Round in the NRL. Someone just misses out.
I'll give you one.
But who-
yeah.
is it last?
No,
Where does it
last,
last?
last place.
I like that.
Last place, you don't deserve to be playing.
It's
if you
almost
finish
like
last,
a relegation.
correct.
You're out of Gather. What if it's Adelaide or Port though?
It's bad luck.
What if the Canadian
Gather
fixture,
round's good enough.
algorithm doesn't allow for that? That's
I
not
don't-
an input you can put
I don't
into
know
the
about
No, but you know at the
algorithm.
start of the year. that if
I
you-
don't think you can exclude the two SA teams. I reckon they
Nah,
get banked, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the lowest placed
but that's
non-SA.
punishment. They don't get an extra. They don't get an extra home game
It's
for
not
it. They're
about
out.
that. It's the money.
Mate, the crowds are
I
huge.
think they're going to fill them up.
They're
Get
huge.
after
They
him,
all
Rennie.
sold out.
Get after him, Rennie.
Every game sold out like a month out.
Get
didn't
him,
it?
Rennie.
I've been to a lot of
I haven't
the games.
gone yet. I gotta go
There's a
again,
lot of
man.
empty seats.
Yeah, because we're in the Pepsi bar.
Oh,
mate.
the old
Get
big
smashed.
Pepsi bar. Everybody's in the Pepsi
Listening
bar.
to the pop bellies
Hey,
at the Pepsi bar. Oh.
Rogue traders.
I had to, every time last year, because I was staying at the Oval Hotel, and every time from our spot we were crossing, I had to go through the Pepsi lounge,
Oh.
and I just laughed every time I went to the sadness that's going on in there.
Yeah, there was
There's a lot of middle-aged men walking around with a glass of Pepsi trying to dance. It's just awful. It's so
That
bad.
was
That
bloody
would've been
good
you.
fun.
UFO.
Trent,
No, but Dead Set was the pop bellies. The pop bellies played. I don't know what they played. but
is that them? Is that that song?
you
No,
think so?
yeah. That's not.
Oh, no.
No, that's
The presets.
That is the presets.
That's the other P one.
Presets are good.
Speaking of the 4 Ps, Trent.
Presets is a fifth P.
Trent. The tent commentating a Freo game is like listening to Lingy commentating a Geelong game. Has his purple glasses on.
Oh, this is the pot bellies?
Is that pot bellies?
Yeah, it's pot bellies.
He would have loved that one. Oh, you would have been disgusting.
Here he was,
doing
yeah.
I was just cutting some shapes.
19 Pepsis deep.
Okay, so we missed Trent. He says the tent commentating on a Freo game is like listening to Lingy commentating on a Geelong game. He has his purple glasses on.
Pretty neutral, I'd imagine.
I'm super neutral.
Oh, what is that?
Well, I've never
Mark
heard
Prosciutto on boundary in an Adelaide game. There's 100
No,
examples.
honestly, you've commentated Freo games with me before. Do you think I'm biased?
No, I don't.
No.
But I also would give you shit if I thought
You would.
on radio. Yeah.
Austin, Big Pepsi, Rinny, Tent Man. Jasper Fletcher has developed very nicely and looking like a future star. Also, thoughts on Zach Bailey to get some more CBAs. Looked good in there. Both of those things. Tick, tick.
We like
Tick,
those.
Tick, tick. Jasper's our man. Matthew West, Big Canvas, Big Pepsi, and Big Parsley. Parsley.
Parsley.
I keep saying parsley. To join in the chorus of 15,000 messages I'm sure are coming. Is that the most pathetic, disrespectful, gutless showing from a team for a farewell to a champion of the game? JL subbing Fife on at 3/4 time so the crowd couldn't cheer him coming on, and then the Dockers to roll over and play dead for the last quarter. Love the pod. Hate this sport we're addicted to.
Oh, yeah.
That was rough.
We like that.
Isaiah, can Brisbane play possibly home finals away from home? 18-3 in their last 21 away.
They don't lose on the road. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy.
Declan, long time, first time is Finn Callahan as good as Dacos and Nasiah, same draft, and lacking the same plaudits due to not being in a shit team or playing for a big Vic club, or am I a delusional GWS fan? Put it this way, if Callahan's playing for Collingwood, is he a rock star?
Yeah, he's a rock star.
Yes.
He's a shade below those two, though.
Yeah.
Just.
And
And
Dacos,
coming.
I think, was it Joey Montagna who summed up Nasiah really well? Within 12 months, he's gone from maybe a top 5 in their club best and fairest to maybe a top 5 player in the competition.
Yeah.
Like, he's just gone
I think there's
to a
any
different
maybes
level.
about it.
Yeah.
Jerd. Boys, Justin Longmuir is the goth coach. I will not elaborate.
The goth coach.
Goat.
No, goth. Definitely goth. Kyle. Job Shanahan got a bit of Josh Tracy about his game. Looks promising.
You're a big Shanahan.
Love
man.
him. All in.
Yeah,
I'll
more
take
Shanahan.
Davis. You take Shanahan. And who do you want, Stoner?
I was getting those are my two guys.
Malachi Champion or
Yeah,
something.
someone like that.
There you go, Rogue.
No, I'll do Hoff. I'll go Hoff. I
you
like
take
Hoff.
Off, man.
Yep.
Black boots.
Frank, legends. Don't even have a question. Just want you boys to know. Number one, Chris Scott has made finals 13 out of 15 years with the Cats, and Big Pepsi still said we would miss. I'll never let that go. Sorry, X-Man. 2, Mark Blitzarves and Tom Atkins are unbelievable footy players. 3, we're winning the flag. Cheers. Forgot to add, to Xavier's pleasure, 1, Mullen tagged Goulden. 2, O'Connor did a job on Heaney. 3, Atkins did a job on Warner. Still baffles me that more teams let those A-graders run free.
So that was a supportive comment to me.
Yes.
Yes,
in the
I
end.
like that.
Yeah.
I can't believe
I think
I
he started with a dig and then came
I can't
back
believe
around.
I let Geelong out of my sights this year. It's been a successful formula in the past.
It's poor form by you.
Just keep going overs on them.
Hey, we're doing over-unders on Monday?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We can't.
Oh, because Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday game.
Can we just count a Gold Coast win?
I think we just count it.
I don't think it'll matter either way because I think
Gold Coast
both
already
teams have
over.
They're
well
already
past
over.
Gosford and away under.
Yeah,
So I think we're
I
sweet.
think we can roll
Okay,
it.
Clancy. Hey, guys, love the pod. I've compiled a list of the players that Zave doesn't rate, and I've come up with, okay, Dan Curtin.
Love him on a wing.
No. Jai Amos.
I don't think he's output as much this year, no.
Murphy Reed.
No, Murphy Reid I love. There you go.
I don't know. You've been booing him. I don't know when, but Ruben Jinby.
As a fullback, love him.
All these
Stewart.
riders.
Tommy Stewart. He did.
I think he's fallen off the horse a little bit,
There
yes.
is something there.
But Tom Stewart, all respect, has been a megastar.
Yeah.
And LDU.
LDU.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I got a response out of LDU on the weekend.
Oh,
you're
measured.
You're doing the old Kano one. That's
was
where it goes
old-
on. And finally a response.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
He's
What-
been
what-
fair.
what-
This is what I've been asking for.
Clarko and Mickey Barlow have been feeding him all year saying, we need you to get it right.
What did he
at
say
LDU
about
for us,
Sheasel?
mate."
What did Kano say about Sheasel? Have you heard?
No,
no,
haven't
Nothing. No,
heard
it'd be
today.
interesting.
So this is continuing on from Clancy. So
The
other
cheesy
than the
ball.
whole Hawthorn team and Nick Dacos, who does Zave actually rate / like to watch? Who do you like? Do you actually
Love.
any joy left inside of you?
Oh, man, I love a lot of players.
Give me 5.
On the weekend, who I loved watching,
Go.
Will Ashcroft, McCluggage, Zach Bailey, Cam Rayner, Dunkley, Fletcher, Zorko, Harris Andrews, Fort.
I thought you were on the Dockers all year.
Morris.
Hey?
Who was on the wings?
This is the part in the movie where he pulls off the mask
Yeah.
and everyone's like, whoa, he was a heel the whole time. I didn't realise he hated Fremantle still.
He drops
There's
a
a
line.
lot that I love watching. A lot that I love watching. I don't love watching too many West Coast players because we've sat through a lot of shit in 4 years.
We have, yeah.
That's made it hard. You still enjoy going to the footy, but it has become hard.
I still like it. But I admit that there are games that I leave and I'm like, that was flattening.
Yeah. It's been like 18 years. I don't need to.
Matt, why does no one do the huddle from kick in from fullback anymore? Oh, yeah. Remember the huddle?
Break.
Yeah.
Where everyone would start together and then they'd split.
I think a lot of the time is maybe just if there's a turnover, you don't want to be running everywhere. So you'll see if it goes out the left side of the ground, then the right side will sort of slide in behind.
Could someone pull it out just once in a must-win moment?
Well, the
Grand
down
final
5.
that
then
was a
kick
set
from
play by
fullback.
Dane Zorko through the middle.
Yeah, geez, that was good,
Yeah,
wasn't
there's a few of those.
it? Alex, for Nick, is Ella Roberts the best West Coast Eagle currently?
There's a very good chance.
She's
yes,
good.
She is
outstanding on
bloody
the
good.
weekend, yeah.
And she didn't even have much of a preseason. That's why she was cramping so bad.
Do you want to put the fact
Did
in
you watch
here
the
that
game?
you've said
I did
three
watch
No,
the
you
game.
went to the game.
Yeah.
No, I watched it in the end.
Do you want to put in the fact here about Joe Fonte that you've said 3 times on the pod so far?
Well, yeah. You looked at me every time like it's the first time I've delivered this information.
Well, I'm trying to give you encouragement, but you keep saying it every time. Would you like to give us the fact again?
They're cousins.
Yeah. there you
He's,
go.
He's not the best footballer in his family.
Yeah. Hayden, no question, but shit, we're lucky to have
No,
Harry
you know who else?
Sheezel.
A Zippy Fish on the weekend.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
You're
Very
just
glad. A
constantly
lot of
talking
people.
over questions today.
Yeah, that's fine.
And are you popping a pimple out the back there?
No, I'm just like, I got a bit of a neck pain.
Right.
I'm just giving it a bit of a rub.
Hayden, no question, but shit, we're lucky to have Harry Sheezel. Absolute star.
Yeah, that was
Paddy,
special.
met my hero on the weekend. It was everything I expected and more. Thanks for being such a legend, Nick. He's got a photo
Hey.
with Nick.
Oh, my goodness.
Full-blown Docker Nuffy material too.
Hey,
There you go.
His name Paddy.
Does anyone have any conspiracy theory?
I'm out.
I don't have one either. There's none here.
But
no
I
conspiracy
think we
theories?
can. I think it's. I'm content with not making one up if one hasn't come through.
We never make them
That's
up.
what I mean.
We've never
Like,
made 'em up.
we just let them through the keeper and
Okay.
be like, hey, if you've got one,
well,
don't
this is
sleep
a
on it.
notice for next week. We need conspiracy
Yeah,
theories, people.
This is the first week we haven't had one.
Well, that was a half one. The
Actually,
we had the
that
half one
was
earlier.
yeah, that was one.
That was that one. So Monday, we are doing over-unders. Fact
Yep.
check.
Yes.
Well, do we do that after because then there'll be the bye?
Oh,
Oh yeah, no. I thought we agreed
sorry,
Monday to
yeah,
buy.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did
We'll
agree
do it
Monday to buy.
Thank you,
Monday
Josh.
to buy.
Keeping us on our toes. And that
Why
way we
we
can
got-
include
yeah.
the Wednesday game. So
Yeah.
there you go.
We know
There
the
go.
actual over-under.
So
Makes
all that
sense.
stress I had now is just gone. I was really stressed
good.
about that Wednesday game.
This episode is brought to you by Woodside Energy, a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, supporting local footy from grassroots to greatness. All right, wrap us up, Nicholas.
All right, this has been the Hardball Gets AFL show. If you want to submit a mailbag question for next week, follow us on Instagram at Hardball Gets AFL. We'll see you back later in the week for the teams. Catch you then.